Hey again, everyone. Welcome back to the stage. We got yet another good one for you today. This guide is going to be going in depth with clearing Varnamir Raid solo mode. There's a bit to cover, so let's jump right in. Beginning with the Crimson Tower of Howling Flames, for Phase 1, all heads must die within a set time frame. There are 4 enemies in this phase. The heads will repeat the same attack patterns over and over again until all are defeated. For the head swing attack, the dragon head will swing at a wide angle or lunge forward, seeking to knock you into the air. This attack does not do high damage, but can mess up timing to kill the other heads within the set time frame and cause them to revive at full health if not careful to avoid. For the fireball attack, 3 lines will appear on your location. Stay still until the 3rd line shows up to avoid spreading out fire. Fire does minimal damage, but it's still not a good idea to stand in it. For the reverse fireball, if the head on the other side of the map is alive, it will shoot out 3 fireballs in your direction in 3 spread out spots. Avoid the fireballs to avoid damage. The head you are currently on can do this attack too, so keep in mind if the head does this, you will not be able to attack it until it returns to its normal state. For the Flame Breath attack, this attack will have a constant hitbox, but the fire itself does not cause flinch unless you are directly beneath the head's mouth. If you get hit, use potions to out-heal the damage received, and get out of the flames. For the Retreating Head's Tornado attack, eventually the heads will retreat into a hole and a different color line will spawn on your character. Once it spawns, move away from it as a tornado of fire will spawn, and if hit, you may not die instantly, but it will cause high damage to be taken as well as sapping MP, so it's better to avoid. Moving on to Phase 2, the Scythe will spawn in the middle of the map always. The Scythe will repeat the same attacks until certain HP thresholds are met. This phase only has 1 enemy. For the vertical swing attack, the Scythe will do a vertical swing, leaving behind fire in its wake. If hit, the player will take a bit of damage and receive a debuff that saps MP for the duration of the debuff. For the horizontal swing, it's the exact same as the vertical swing, just horizontal. For the teleport mechanic, the boss will mark you with a blue mark above your head. This is your signal to know the boss is teleporting to you. After the teleport, the boss will do either a vertical swing or a horizontal swing. At low HP thresholds, the boss will repeat this multiple times before stopping. To avoid damage and save MP, avoid the swings. For the boss's ultimate attack, the boss will teleport away from you and put a wind pillar somewhere on the map. Quickly find this wind pillar and use it to escape the boss's ultimate attack, as it will insta-kill you. Res passives, res titles, and iframes do not work to avoid this attack. If you kill the boss quick enough, you will not have to worry about this attack. At certain HP thresholds, the boss will gain iframes. During this, you will not be able to attack the boss until its animation finishes. Keep this in mind to not waste MP. And the Cliff Yeet attack. Named for what it's capable of doing, the Cliff Yeet attack starts with the boss extending a hitbox out to either the left or right side. You'll know this when you see it. If you're within the hitbox, either get on the other side of the boss as quick as possible, or just tank the hit. This attack can and will propel you off the map, hence the name Cliff Yeet. This attack will cause the cut tendon debuff if you get hit, so dashing won't be possible until the debuff ends. Although you don't have to worry about getting yeeted off the side of a cliff in this phase, as there is no cliff to get yeeted from. And the healing mech. The boss will teleport to a random location and surround itself with a barrier. Orbs will then spawn around the map and they need to be eliminated, or depending on how many is left, the boss will heal. There is a generous amount of time given to take care of these orbs, and they don't really have too much health, so getting through this shouldn't be a problem. Moving on to Phase 3, pretty much a repeat of Phase 1, minus the heads retreating and some minor changes to attacks. The heads are also spread much more far out, so make sure your timing is good to eliminate them all within the time limit. This phase has 4 enemies that you can hit and 1 enemy that you cannot. For the falling fireball attack, instead of 3 fireballs, the boss will now attack with 4. Keep this in mind to avoid the fire. For the flame breath attack, certain platforms are not affected by the flame breath, so keep this in mind to avoid damage and avoid the constant hit stun in this phase. The boss from phase 2 will occasionally appear as well to do a horizontal or vertical slice, so keep an eye out for that and avoid it too. Some tips for newer players for this dungeon. For the Crimson Tower of Howling Flames phase 1 and 3, get all 4 heads down to a lower HP threshold, 10 bars or lower, so it's easier for you to go back to the beginning and eliminate them all with 1 or 2 skills. For phase 2, focus on avoiding attacks and do damage when the boss isn't moving. If you're quick, you may be able to get 1 or 2 skills off before the boss even hits you with their own attacks after teleporting. Also, pay attention to where the spirit swings the scythe out to. If it raises the scythe, it's going to be a vertical slice. If it holds it out to the side, it's going to be a horizontal slice. Phew! That was a lot. I totally get it if this dungeon seems like a lot, especially if you're a new player. But that's where the thrill of raid dungeons comes from. The challenge they give is unlike any other dungeon you've done. And don't forget those sweet, sweet rewards that you can get from them too. Take things slow and steady until you start recognizing attack patterns and such to avoid them, and you'll get your clear. The curtains are closing for now, but make sure to come on back when we open them again. And don't forget to break some legs and do the whoosh.